I've read that many bands playing at Roadburn were influenced by your earlier albums. How does that make you feel? Like since you've been playing like just for fun to start with.
How does it make me feel now?
Yeah, like you've been there and now you're here and
that's I guess it's really cool and flattering, you know. I wish I could say I knew a couple of the bands. I don't really follow the scene, to be honest with you. I don't know it very well. I listen to most of the stuff. I listen to electronic music, you know. I listen to like individuals who make music. I don't really listen to rock bands at all, like probably apart from a couple, you know. And I certainly don't listen to anything that's popular.
Okay.
You know.
Well, looking back at 25 years, what's your absolute favorite song that you've been playing or have special memories about?
Right now? Universal from We're Here Because We're Here is kind of close to me, really. Live and in the studio. In the studio, that was one of those moments where I was on my own for a few days, and because we kind of lived in this house that we set up our gear in. You know, it wasn't a conventional studio, it was a house. Put the gear in there, record an album, but I was living there. So for a few days, I was on my own. I didn't see anybody for about 4 days. And I finished this track while I was there, and I had no one to play it to. We didn't have any internet or anything like that. So I had no one to play it to, so I was just kind of, you know, bouncing off the walls because I was really happy with it. It was like one of those moments in my life that I'll never forget because I learned how to produce during the making of that record, and specifically during the making of that song. And it's like refining something until you've got it just right, you know. And it was production, really, mainly production.
And who was the first to evaluate that particular song?
To evaluate it?
Like listen to the song.
Oh, the first after probably can't remember who came in first.
It must have been really special, like you said that there's no one who could listen to it. So.
Well, yeah. After a few days, it's probably Jamie, because he was around quite a bit. I can't remember who it was. Probably Jay. But so, yeah, everybody. It went down well. Everybody loved it. So. Okay. It was John's song originally. Like I just finished it off. You know.
Okay. So with the tour, you're celebrating 25 years of Light and Dark, if I say it correctly. It was in the booklet of Roadburn.
25 years of what?
Of Light and Dark.
Of Light and Dark?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what was your lightest moment?
I think it was last night, wasn't it?
Why?
It's none of your business.
And your darkest moment?
That's none of your business either.
Okay.
Dare you?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So, yeah, them joining. How is it? How is it like to besides on stage? How is it
off stage?
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, it's hilarious. It's really funny because they're both really funny guys. They're both like big personalities, like in totally different ways. Like Duncan's like a quiet guy, but he's extremely clever and very witty, very funny. I think you have to be from Liverpool to understand him sometimes because he talks really quickly and quite, you know. Darren is more of a kind of extrovert kind of personality, really, you know. But he's really communicative and he's always right there, switched on, you know. And but it's hilarious. It's just the same as it always ever was, really, you know.
Do you feel that same energy when you're like on stage and off stage?
Yeah, 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 I do. It's funny, the same as I used to. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, is it like different?
I've got more of. I think I've got an a more broader outlook and a more broader attitude on what we're doing now. Even though it's that early material, I know more about it now. I know more about why it's good. Whereas, as opposed to just then, I was just kind of being in the moment more, I think, you know. These days, I'm a bit more thoughtful about it. But
why?
Why? Just, I don't know, because I am. Because I'm more thoughtful these days, I suppose.
And is there no reason for that?
Yeah, I was fucking 17, and now I'm not.
So, what's your biggest development?
Since I was 17?
Yeah, like
kidding?
like musically.
Musically?
Yeah.
Okay. You talking about as a band or as a person?
I think both, maybe.
Well, when I was 17, funnily enough, I was working in this recording studio in Liverpool, MH Studios, and the lads there had this electronic music project, and they introduced me to Aphex Twin and Hard Floor from Germany, Hard Trance Experience, that track, Didgeridoo by Aphex Twin, and Future Sound of London, and stuff like that, like trance, early trance stuff. And it blew me head off completely, and especially didgeridoo, because I was into pretty intense music, but I've never heard anything like that, you know. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And it all culminated with being that age and just experimenting with certain things in life as well. Anyway, so it just everything fell into place at that point, really. And I've been listening to electronic music since then, and never really stopped. You know?
But your music as a whole is
Anathema's
like
music.
It developed very much from your first album compared to the last one. So your taste in music, is it related to?
Not really. So as you can see, I mean, we've only just really started to scratch the surface with the electronics now. Mm-hmm. And the main reason for that is I don't think we were ready in the past. We had this track, Distant Satellites. We had the chord progression for that for like years. John wrote those chords on a guitar, like, you know, going back to like the late 90s, I think. And we always knew it was going to be an electronic song. And we tried it loads of different ways and it didn't work. So we didn't put on any records yet.
Okay.
And it was only on this record that it was actually ready. So production is a big part of it, really. Knowing how to produce your own music and how to produce that kind of music. As opposed to just being a band in a rehearsal room with a bunch of guitars. There's only so much you can do with that, you know. If you've got lofty ideas to do this kind of expansive, electronic, cinematic, whatever, call it whatever you like, sound, well, you can do it with guitars if you like. But, you know, we like electronics as well, so.
So what's next after this tour?
Who knows? I can probably tell you what the next album's going to sound like. You know, I can give you a broad idea of what the next album's going to sound. Beyond that, don't know. Really, it's going to change. It always has.
I'm looking forward to it.
Cool, yeah.
Thank you.
So am I.
Thank you very much, and
Cheers.
good luck and have fun tonight.
Thank you all.